So you just ordered your new Ghost Control gate controller. This is what you're gonna get. Inside, it's packed up nice. So let's get all this laid out on this table so you can see exactly what you're gonna get. Well, folks, here it is, right here. This is your solar panel. This is exactly what you get in the box. This is your solar panel. I'm gonna have a link in the description down there with this exact kit that I bought. This is your remote control that comes with it. You can always order extras. This is another box of mounting pieces in here. Don't be afraid, this is really easy, y'all. Here's your control box. Don't freak out. This is super simple, even comes with mounting screws. Wiring harness, some more bolts, and instructions. You know, sometimes I throw these away, but I better keep these. So this is the actual gate controller that we're gonna mount up. Man, these work great. We bought our other one for our entrance gate to our shop, April of 22. And y'all stick around now because I'm gonna show you something that's gonna save you some money. Welcome back to T-Bone After Hours. I'm T-Bone.
And I'm Mrs. T.
Appreciate you guys tuning in. We're gonna save you some money. Watch this. So when you order this nice kit, you're gonna love it. We've had ours since April of 22 and it's still working perfectly. I'm gonna save you some money. They don't send you a battery box to put a battery in. I'll put a link to that right down in the description to save you some money. They don't, you'll have to order a battery. Well, we own a lawnmower shop. So guess what? I had a good used battery. Same thing I did on the other gate, 2.5 years is still going. Now you're gonna have all these wires going down your pole. What you're gonna do for that, we're gonna put it in some of this stuff. I'll show you all about that in just a minute. Okay, everything's spread out. You'll find a little bag with all this in it. All that goes with your solar panel. These two pieces go with this skinny piece here, along with these two smaller bolts. See, those are much bigger. So put that together. These 4 bolts are made for this bracket. In our case, we're going to be a little different because we're going into a telephone pole, so I'm going to use lag bolts. Okay? Then we've got these 2 brackets. And what we're going to do, these 2 brackets are going right in here with these 2 bolts. So step 1, let's go ahead and get this pre-mounted. We do not tighten anything yet. You want to put this in, then your plastic piece or whatever that's made out of. I know y'all probably can't see here, but hold on. Bear with me. It's a little fiddly. All right, now that we've got those in, and then we're going to put another washer, and we're going to start our nut. Now this does come with a quick start guide. You can see I got it open. I did not throw it away. Aren't you proud of me? Now, let's go mount this bracket. So, with this piece still loose and flopping around, it's just fine. What you want to do is find the center of your gate. In this case, I'm going to use this pole. This bracket needs to be exactly in line with that pole, and then we're going to mount it right there. All right, so now I've got this lined up with this pole, and I'm just going to use some lag bolts and lag bolt this thing in. That's perfect. Now let's get the other side. So this next step requires you to open the gate to where you want it to be. So now it's open. Now, according to the instructions, you want these a minimum of 4 inches off of the gate. And you just pick a hole, and we're going to put this in. So let's see where we're at and what lines up. So a minimum of 4 inches is right there. We're not quite to a hole, so I'm going to go to the next hole, which is a tad over. And we will put our bolt in and stuff. And be sure you drop your washer so you can never find it again. That's always makes it extra fun. That. And a washer and a nut. Just like that. According to the directions, next, let's go ahead and hang this, your controller, using the large pin. You're going to stick this in, then the back of the controller, then this washer goes below the controller, and then your pin. So with it installed, you can see it is riding on that nylon pin so that when it hinges, it's got something smooth to roll on. Yes, it's hanging down a little bit, but once we get this other part on, that'll be solved. Okay, folks, let's just slide that cover off your controller and let's go get it mounted up now. And there's 6 options in here, places to mount. I'm gonna use the top and bottom center just because I'm on a round post. And you just have to pick the place that works best for your situation. Ours, probably right here. Now I would advise, pre-drilling these off camera, I ran the screw through first. Nice. All right, next, get your wire. You'll see that fusible link. This goes to your battery. This goes into your control box. And what you're gonna do, loosen up this nut up under here. Let's get our antenna out of the way. That's your antenna for your remote. And we're gonna try to fish these wires up through this hole. Put that one through and that one through. Well, maybe we're going to get them in there. All right, push that through. Oh, look, they got a rubber. They had a plug in there to keep moisture from getting in. That was a plug to keep moisture from getting in. We won't need that. But let's just run this on back up here. And this is going to come up. Now I'm just going to start this under here real loose. And what it's going to do is crimp it down where it doesn't move. Now over here on this side, you're going to find this and this. And guess what? It won't go but one way, folks. Plug that into there. Plug this into here. And we're just going to tuck it up neatly behind the circuit board here. Just like that. Nice and neat. And then tighten this up. And you don't have to put a wrench on this. You can get it pretty tight by yourself. And this part will go to your battery. All right, now this is our cable from our opener controller thing. And we're going to fish these up through right here. These are already color coded for you. Red, black, green, and white. So just take them one at a time. Very, very simple wiring. Be sure we have enough up here. Now you want to make sure that your screws make connection with the metal, not the insulation. I have to back these out a tad, I don't know yet. Just like that. And we'll tighten her up. And this little screwdriver comes with the kit. Just going to just back all these out a little bit. Next will be our black wire. Our little green wire. Get in there, little buddy. Get in there, little buddy. Now, people might ask, why did we get this instead of a mule? And the basic, simple answer to that is because of the ratings that we saw when we ordered this. And our last one has served good. That's why we waited till we got the second one. We wanted to make sure that we had something we really liked. All right. Now, while I'm doing other things, Mrs. T is adding on that bracket to hold this solar panel on. Real simple. Couple bolts and nuts. It was right there in the bag with those hoopy looking things. All right, let's go ahead and get this battery hooked up. I already laid our battery box out right here. And we're just gonna go ahead and hook this up right quick. Perfect. Again, this is a used battery we had down there. I charged it and load tested it. It'll be fine. That's what I put on the other one. This lasted for 2.5 years. Or whatever it was.
Never had to charge it.
Nope. On that solar panel getting charged daily.
And there's shade over there too.
Yeah, yeah. Get out of there, grass. Now we're going to neaten all these wires up. That wire loom I showed y'all earlier in the video, all this mess, we'll neaten all this up in a little bit. But this battery box comes with a strap to put around to hold your lid so the wind don't blow it off and stuff. Okay, according to the instructions, next thing we need to do is cut the power on. Right up under the left side, there's a little switch. We're going to cut it on. Hear it just beep. According to the instructions, what we want to do now is turn the control box on, which we just did. They want us to press the button and let this arm run out a little bit. And then we're going to let it retract all the way back and stop on its own. See it running out? Now we're going to, I hit the button to stop it. I hit it again to retract it. We're going to let it retract all the way. Okay. So it comes down to this. 2 bolts, that bracket, and these. What we're going to do, these are going to mount. Let's just throw the screws everywhere. Yeah, have fun starting these with fat sausage fingers and stuff. Y'all can't see what I'm doing. Heck, I can't see what I'm doing. Moses sandals. All right, that one's started. Like that's the goal. Let's see if I can start the other side. Hey, have y'all been over, you know, when this is T-Bone After Hours, but have y'all seen Rayleigh's small engines? You need to go check that out. Make sure you subscribe to that channel. Make sure you subscribe to Rayleigh's Small Engines. You can see T-Bone fixing lawnmowers and stuff. Oh yeah, hold on to it tight. If you'll notice, the bracket here is concave and it fits right in with these right here. Alright, next we're just gonna put that. There it is. I done scratched my damn gate. Can you believe that? And put a couple bolts. Now I got a trick I'm gonna show you that I learned from the other gate. Because these brackets will want to move some, and I'm going to show you a way that's really simple to remedy that. They come apart washers.
Yeah, washer on the outer sides.
Yeah, on the bolt, one on the bolt side, one on the nut side. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Now, what you need to know about this, folks, when you do this, you saw we ran the opener out and back. You want to position this gate at the exact open position that you want to be in, because this is not adjustable on the open side. Fully open is where you want to set your gate. The closed side is adjustable. So at this point, we're going to hook this up like this. Hold on. All right, now we're going to take this other pin, go in here, hold it up here, and we got to get this little nylon washer under there. And fiddly diddly till it goes in. Now that is in. Sorry about the sound there. Had technical difficulty. Didn't have my mic on. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to hold this up about level. And you see I got it up under my shoulder here. And we're going to get her close. You want this nice and straight right here. Let's clamp her down. Just like that. And if you don't have an impact, you can use a ratchet and a wrench and you'll get it. Take your time with it. I got a little trick. Old shoulders don't bend so good. Got a little trick I'm going to show you in just a second about this.
So look how cloudy. Looks like a storm over there.
Huh.
And blue skies over there. I think this is some of Francine.
All right, folks, let's get this solar panel put up. Mrs. T is gonna hold this. Nice and simple, folks. Look there. Now be sure you point this obviously in the direction of the most sun for your area. Thank you, Mrs. T.
You're welcome.
And let's get this other one started. All right, so let's get our wire. Unscrew our nut right there. Push that up through. Now we're gonna feed this up through the bottom. Sorry about the light, folks. It's getting late. We're doing the best we can, as quick as we can. Now, right here is your solar hookup. Let's see if I can straighten these wires back out, because I knocked insulation right off the end of them. I'll twist these back nice and neat-ish, hopefully, maybe. Okay, you have to look up underneath here to see the positive and negative. The negative goes to the left, right there. We're running out of daylight here, folks. That's in there tight. Let me straighten this wire up a little bit. Make it more good or prettier. And there. All right, now we need to come down here. We'll see if we can get our nut back up on this. It's your weather connectors. Just like that. Well, last night it got dark on us. Today it's mist and rain. So I'm gonna see if I can get this knocked out right quick. At this point, you go ahead and tighten these up. Well, if I can get the wrench on it. Perfect. Let me show you how to set the close position. So be sure your power button is on under here, and you'll see right here, jog close and jog open. What you'll want to do is press and hold the jog close until your gate goes all the way to the closed position where you want it to be. I'm just holding that button down. And then once it gets to about where you want to be, what you'll want to do, I'm going to stop it right there. Okay. Now what you're going to do is just touch that jog close a little bit at a time, right about there. Now you can use the jog close or jog open to get that gate exactly where you want it to be for it to be closed. Now for the next step. Now you'll press and hold first set button, the one in the center, until it beeps. Now you want to hit your remote and open the gate fully. And this should program it in. This step here basically locks it in. And I'm leaving that old rod there for right now. I just don't want to hear it just beep. Okay. We should be set now. Let's try it again. And that beeping on the gate, now there is a way to turn that off. You can look at the instructions. You know what I'm talking about. That thing. Let's see where this thing is going to stop. Will it stop at the correct spot? I want it lined up in the center of that pole. Man, that's pretty. That's just perfect. Well, now that that's all handled, we got our solar power going in, and you can read about the blinky lights and everything that they're doing, what their blinky things are supposed to be doing. But now all we got to do is take all these wires and neaten them up in a nice loom. All right, folks, now we're going to do a distance test. I'm all the way at the back of my field. We're about 100 yards away. If y'all can see the gate up there, here we go. Listen, let's see if we hear the beep. I heard it. Let me zoom you in. All right, let's go for closed, y'all. See, I'm zooming way in. There she goes. Whoops. That's back to no zoom. She's going close. I still got that trick to show you guys, so stick around. So what I learned, and this may be in the instructions, y'all, I don't know, I didn't read them that dang close, but over a couple of months period, maybe 6 months, my other gate opener over there, this basically was sliding on the pipe and moving, you know, from the wind jostling it back and forth, because I do not have a lock on that side yet. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put some self-tappers right in those holes right there, and that'll hold that thing in place for us. So be sure that you've got it set where you want it. I'm going to put one going this way and one going that way, closest to the edge, for what I've got to use. And that'll guarantee it don't move. Well, folks, we appreciate you tuning in. We're gonna have to order us some of this wire loom. I looked, and this stuff is a lot smaller than what we had on our other gate, so I'm gonna order some. But something to keep in mind, when you put this into loom, you can obviously see this is not gonna be big enough. So I'm gonna order some and we'll put it on there. I'll show you a picture, but it has a split in it. Now what you wanna make sure of is when you come down and you feed your wires and eating them all up, make sure that split is on the bottom of the curve down here. That way, in case it rains or gets any moisture in there, that water will drain out of the bottom, okay? And I'll show you a picture, like I said, of our other gate opener. Now, I appreciate you tuning in to T-Bone After Hours. I almost said Rayleigh Small Engines, didn't I? Tune into that one too. Click that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.